Bound to the iron will of the tyrant Lich King, the vast undead armies of the Scourge seek to eradicate all life on Azeroth. Led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, a group of renegades broke away from the Scourge and freed themselves of the Lich King's domination. Known by some as the Forsaken, this group fights a constant battle, not only to retain its freedom from the Scourge, but also to slaughter those who would hunt them as monsters. With Sylvanas as their Banshee Queen, the Forsaken have built a dark stronghold beneath the ruins of Lordaeron's former capital city. This hidden undercity forms a sprawling labyrinth that stretches beneath the haunted woods of the Tirisfal Glades. Though the very land is cursed, the zealous humans of the Scarlet Crusade still cling to their scattered holdings, obsessed with eradicating the undead and retaking their homeland. Convinced that the primitive races of the Horde can help them achieve victory over their enemies, the Forsaken have entered an alliance of convenience. Harboring no true loyalty for their new allies, they will go to any lengths to ensure their dark plans come to fruition. As one of the Forsaken, you must massacre any who pose a threat to the new order, human, undead, or otherwise.
Alright. Alright. So this is the start of my new character, my new Warlock, and I'm probably not going to create any other Warlocks for a long time, so don't worry about that. I do want to clean this up. One of the reasons why I do like to record is I can get this stuff out of the way first. New window. Keep this simple for now. Yeah, just do that for now. Oh well. Alright. So this is what my character looks like. Hang on. Alright. Took me a while to settle on anything. I've never actually done the character look like this. I always use one of the bluer skins, usually like a reddish blue one. But I decided like the yellowish green was a good fit. Hair wise, honestly, this is the first time I probably ever even use this hairstyle. I usually go with bald or the hair that kind of just, oh, it's only coming out in like little yeah, whatever. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Forsaken from the vanilla cinematic. Also, before I do anything else, the sound and everything should be fine. What I want to do is it should be on auto loot already, so I'm not worried about that. I hope it's on auto loot. Well, that's the other thing. This is what I want. Alright. We're gonna pretty much just. Oh, wow. High Elf Hunter just coming through here, I guess. Alright, so I'm just gonna start this quest so I can get myself right into it. I could talk as I go, anyways. About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire with the others, but it looks like you made it. I am Mordo, the caretaker of the Crypt of Deathnell, and you are the Lich King's slave no more. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know.
Farewell.
Alright. So, hang on, let me move these up. Oh, and I don't know why I didn't move you yet. There you go. Also, I need to move you. Do about that. Unlock. Yeah, that's better. Well, this will be played just like all my other games, and I'm going to play for at least a couple hours, I'd imagine. I'm going to finish the 1 through 5, and then maybe try to get a little bit more into the rest of Tirisfal Glades. We'll see. And I did send this character quite a few things, actually. To be honest, I forgot how much I sent. Couple bags. Everything else I can't even use until like I'm pretty much done with Tirisfal anyway, so I don't know why. Oh yeah, I sent it because I didn't want to waste the space on Kazagal.
And you are.
Speak quickly.
Brutally. Another of the Walking Dead. Must have been quite a shock waking up in the crypt with only the cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me try to explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge and the holdouts of humanity who dog our every step.
Victory for Sylvanas.
We Forsaken are at war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necromantically raised armies of the undead, foul beasts of the north, and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them, show them no mercy. Our former brothers and sisters as they might be, the fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves.
Trust no one. Hello?
Greetings, child. I could see that you are still young in the ways of the Warlock, power still eluding your grasp. I could sense your eagerness to learn, and you will learn. There is no strength in ignorance. Knowledge is our greatest power. Through its application, we can control the chaotic magics and beings of the void, bending them to our will. I will show you how to bind a servant to your will, but first you must bring me 3 skulls of the rattle-caged skeletons near the abandoned smithy.
Do not seek death.
Hey, I think it is definitely the easiest Warlock quest for the Imp. Human Zone is pretty rough for it. I can't remember the Gnome and Dwarf one off the top of my head. And then Orc and Troll is pretty rough too. Alright, I just killed just the wretched... Oh, hang on, wasn't there another quest to pick up crates, or is that later? I'm gonna assume that was later, maybe. But yeah. So I put in the description what the character's like background is, more or less, or at least like the basics of it. It's still gonna be something that's working on as time goes on, but pretty much all the ideas I had for Erisandra is gonna actually be used for this character instead. Whereas Erisandra is gonna be another Warlock I'm gonna just have. I could just never settle on what I wanted to do with her, and I just feel like this is a much better fit. Yeah, I'm just gonna say there's no other quests here right now. I don't want to waste too much time. The difference between recording and streaming is I don't have time to just waste. So, one thing I will say, I will still eat on this character and drink, of course. It's kind of a necessity, more or less, anyways. But I will not be doing cooking on this character, nor will I do first aid. I don't think it's as fitting for in many ways for any of the Forsaken. First aid maybe a little less so, I suppose, but bandages I don't think would really help too much. I need to not use Shadow Bolt so much. I need to use more melee. 2 is enough. And if anyone saw the with the mail that I sent this stuff from Kazagal, I actually do have a couple uploads for him coming up. There's one uploading on Saturday, and I have 2 more that need to get edited down, especially the last one I did. It's a bit of a mess. But gonna get to other characters as well. I'm gonna try to do another one with Lore today or tomorrow, depending on how much I play this character. I've been wanting to play this character the last couple days, so. Just check. Yeah, I just was double checking to make sure it wasn't if it was just health. That's another reason why I'm not sure about carrying around food anyways. Fishing is gonna be useful for with alchemy because there are certain things that you would need, like the the stone scale eel, but in the fire fins. But I can't remember the other one I usually think of. Maybe one more Shadow Bolt wouldn't have been bad there. But yeah, part of the reason why I decided on this character, even if people don't like that I'm doing another Warlock, I wanted to do another Warlock, but more than that, it was just the fact that I don't have any other Forsaken characters in mind for anything, and I just thought it was a good idea just to start him now. I should just have my Shadow Bolt. Oh, we're good. Actually, that's not bad. But yeah, so to start with this character's background, more or less, like I said, I put in the description anyways, but not really. I don't think very many people read descriptions I don't even just mean on my videos, I just mean in general. People just usually skip those. But I still like to put some information in anyways, so. Basically, Saverik, first of all, the way to pronounce his name is more like Saverik or Saverik. I really don't care. I couldn't, it took me a while to even think of how I wanted to see how his name was spelled. I actually recreated this character probably like 4 or 5, ooh, hang on, I did give this character event exhaustion. Okay, yeah. Just double checking something. Also, one thing I do want to say, because I'm pretty sure this is, this was a Turtle WoW thing. I'm pretty dang sure it's not in WoW in general, but Vengeance. Something that Forsaken have is all damage against humanoid and undead targets is increased by 2%, which I think is really cool, actually. But I thought it said that it got rid of shadow resistance, so it's weird to see that. Not sure if that's an error or if they actually just kept the resistance in anyways. Not a big deal to me. I got resistance and I get to do extra damage against these guys. But yeah. So the character is originally a human refugee from the First War. He obviously survived. He was a refugee, but I don't have. I don't have everything set in stone. But he's gonna be originally from Stormwind, from before the First War. When he was when he first made his way to Lordaeron, after the Second War, he just decided to stay in Lordaeron despite the Stormwind being retaken, more or less. But that ended up being his downfall because he would end up dying in the Third War. Oh, hang on. Actually, I should probably kill the rattle cages now. Whatever. Not gonna worry about too much. Now, just because I did this character, for anyone that hasn't watched my other Khazagal, actually, no one has watched Khazagal. Okay, maybe I really should talk about it. Just because I decided on doing this character doesn't mean I am not doing the High Elf Priest or even the Night Elf Priest. So I think one of the last times I talked about it in one of the, I probably talked about it on Lork a little bit, so I can't remember what I last said. But when nice breeze coming in. But originally I was trying to decide between doing another warlock, or doing the priest. And ultimately I've decided on doing both, but I'm kind of putting off the high elf priest until either later on in this character's story, because I kind of want to make them connected. But or if I decided I want the night elf priest to take that position, which I can't imagine that working out very well, so I'm probably gonna have both priests. I just decided to wait on them temporarily. There's still some decisions I wanted to make, but there's nothing I really need to decide on for Saverik, and I was trying to make myself decide between all the characters, or between the high elf priest and this character, and I'm like, I could just do both. It's really not that much of an issue. It's not really an issue. I would probably say Saverik, for at least for a while, probably take the place of Arisandra, more popular, because even though Lork's videos are pretty much on the same date as Arisandra's was, so technically he is replacing her. Saverik is pretty much just going to be my main warlock, at least for a while. Like I said, I'm going to switch between the both of them. I don't know exactly how I want everything to work yet, but I think I'm going to do a lot of warlocks, even on Turtle WoW, but the other warlocks will come like much further down the line. And I mean much. Like, I definitely do not want to be doing more than just these two warlocks. The other reason I decided doing another warlock wasn't like that bad of a thing. So I've already done 2 hunters. Did I do multiples of any other characters yet? I'm trying to think of any other classes yet. I'm trying to think. Wretched. Oh, right here. Yeah. But to go a little bit more, maybe I'll just take it easy for now. This is gonna be a decently long stream. I'll either stop for dinner. Well, I'll probably stop by dinner no matter what, but I'll probably continue it later on after that. And something I talked about in the recording for Kazagal earlier was that I went to a interview this morning, and about an hour after I actually heard back from them, they told me they were gonna probably reach out early next week, but I guess they made a decision pretty easily because I've gotten the job. So I'm gonna start. It's still a couple weeks away, but well, a little less than a couple weeks, but I'll be starting my new job on the 15th. So.
Dark lady,
All right,
watch over you.
definitely be in a better headspace knowing I'm gonna have money in my bank again. So I was very worried about a lot of different things recently because of that, but not for much longer. It is unfortunate that the Scourge cannot be brought into the fold. Their large numbers would be useful in the battles ahead, but they will not join us, so we have no choice but to destroy them. I think getting the gloves is better because I think I get another cloak very soon. Rattling the rattle cages. You've shown your potential to the Forsaken under normal circumstances, Saverik. Now let's see you under pressure. The rattle cage skeletons, more mindless minions of the Lich King, are a tougher foe than the zombies you have faced thus far. Again, thin their numbers and prove yourself to the Forsaken. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak to me again.
Our time will come.
Tainted scroll. Ah, while you were off dealing with the mindless scourge, this scroll arrived for you. I would think it's some matter of importance, as it seems it bears the seal of the Warlock trainer Maximilian. I would take some time to read it before heading out again.
Remember, patience, discipline.
I always find it funny, just the idea that they're giving each other notes when they're literally right here. I just can't. It always gets a little bit of a chuckle out of me whenever I see that or think of it. An awful predicament to find ourselves in, isn't it, Saverik? Plagued by the foul prince, ostracized and spurned by our own loved ones. We finally have our own will thanks to the beautiful Sylvanas, but what does that afford us now? Slaves to a different master is still a slave, or so I say. But what if we were the masters? Yes, you know what I mean, don't you? We are even more separated from the rest of the Forsaken, Saverik, and that is why we must speak further. Find me in the church in death knell. Still, very funny, just, yeah. I'll read this one real quick. My duties include tending to our wounded soldiers, tailoring armor and clothes, and assisting Shadow Priest Sarvis with whatever he might need. From the look of it, you'll be enlisted in his service also, hunting the mindless ones, if I know his mind. Well, if you'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do, perhaps I can help. I'm running out of paws and wings, and if you bring me some, I'll find some armor for you. You'll find a good number of wolves and bats to the south.
Embrace the shadow.
Let me turn this one in. I bid you welcome, brother. I knew you would come. It was only a matter of time. What I said interested you, didn't it? I hit a chord. Something inside you knew what I claimed was truth. Good. Know this, though. I am no traitor to Sylvanas. If anything, she would appreciate my claims, considering it was her own beliefs that has put the Forsaken in the position it is now. I mentioned a slave is still being a slave, no matter the master. Do you remember? We both know that it is that type of control, that type of power that now drives us. We seek to have creatures serve us. We know we are more powerful and deserve more respect than others give us, and so now we look to take it. I will be your ally in the struggle for our own freedom, freedom to seek our own allegiances. When you feel ready, return to me and I will teach you all I know.
Beware the living. Dark lady, watch over
Actually,
you.
was there anything at 3? I just need to check something. Nope, 4.
Our time will
What
come.
is it?
Your power is little now, though I suspect already you sense the possibilities. Even the dead might feel alive, and with that power coursing through us. Though you are still untested and young in your learning, you have proven that you possess sufficient ability to master the summoning and binding of an imp. Do not be deceived by an imp's size. Though it lacks physical strength, it possesses powers and a cleverness that will serve you well. Attend me carefully, Saverik, for I will not repeat this lesson, and I will leave its mastery to you. Alright. First of all, let's grab Immolate. Now let us be introduced. Let's move you down. Nah, we're going to put you there. Let's introduce ourselves to our new imp. Well, my new imp, I guess. Whatever. Zeprot. I guess I could just call you Zeprot. Not bad. I think I like the imp I have on Arisandra's name more. I know I could change it. I think,
I am forsaken.
but not worried about that whatsoever.
Beware the living.
There should be other quests available now. I think. Thought there would be.
I have exactly what you need.
Maybe not. Maybe I have to do some more quests and then I'll come over here or something. Just gonna redo that now, just because I don't want to have to worry about that after. I can give my mana a couple seconds to regen. So now I'm going after more of the rattle cages for different quests this time, as well as just animals. That's why I originally was gonna wait for the wait to get this quest before I kill them, but I was like, kind of just want to get the imp as soon as I can, and they are not that tough anyways. Here's one. Oh, here's one too.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Featured wooden hammer. Oh, you're a little out of place. Thank you. Oh, I unquote.
You know, we've had a lot of fun together. It's been really special fun.
Oh, come on, Zep. We just met each other. What's wrong?
It's not you. It's not you. It's me. I see my face. Okay.
Sun can be a little bright sometimes. Especially in a... Yeah, hang on. Much like the breeze. The breeze will still come in if I have the curtains are up and around. Alright. Are there... Do you know what? Let's go after this. So... Wow, did I just... We got a brown pouch? Jesus, okay. Switch. So... Okay, yeah. I can get it from any Dusk Bat or Scavenger, probably. I just didn't get one from that one. Those are named characters. Well, most of them are not. Oh, hang on. Wait, where am I doing? Yeah, attack this one first. Jesus.
What's in it for me? Do I have to?
Oh, nope.
What's in it for me?
It's already missed fucking stuff. Jesus. Oh, okay.
We've had a lot of fun together. It's been really special, but I think it's time to start to see other warlocks. Just a little bit on the side.
Oh, here's one. Yeah, kind of like how the Warlock trainer was talking about. My Warlock is still going to be relatively independent. In fact, he actually, as I put in the description, he is not. He's still part of the Horde, but just like the rest of the Forsaken, it's just for convenience's sake. But he hates the orcs probably more than most other Forsaken would, I would imagine. I say most, not all. A lot of humans in general would have had problems with the orcs, but as he is a survivor from Stormwind from the first war, he has a lot more of a negative experience with them. However, It's why he's also fine with this alliance, because he also wishes to take the dark knowledge they still hold. Because as the orcs are the ones that introduced fellow magic to the world, so he sees it as a as working out very well in that way. But as well as the fact that he's part of the Forsaken and an undead himself, he also has a lot of what's the word? Exposure to necromancy as well. Another thing he is very interested in learning a little bit of.
Oh, shit, it's a little guy. What's in it for me?
Nope, resisted. I kill as many as I can.
What's in it for me?
I just need one more scavenger then. Alright. Should be more scavengers over here, I'd imagine. Oh, right here. Alright, that's it for that quest too. I really feel like there's a quest I should have gotten by now, but maybe it's just been because of how long it's been since I've played a Forsaken. But I know, before I got into WoW, this was actually the race I was originally gonna probably play until the friend at the time who got me into the game told me that he's on Alliance, so it wasn't a I wouldn't be able to play with him if I chose a Forsaken. So
I'm listening.
obviously didn't end up going that route. Do try your best to keep yourself unharmed until I get you some armor. Thank you, Saverik. This armor should help you out. Hopefully it should do you more good than the last one to wear it.
Trust no.
Fallen Adventures? Oh, this is a new quest. While I'm bound to fulfill Marla's wish, I cannot help but think about Samuel's friends. They are damned into eternal service for the Scourge, with their bodies and minds beyond recovery. Please, if you see them, lay them to rest. I'm gonna get a long. Jesus, okay. My friend Marla Phipps lived with her husband Samuel before the plague, but when the plague came, Samuel succumbed and joined the Scourge's ranks. Marla was spared in undeath only to die at the hands of her now mindless husband. So strong was her love, however, that her last dying wish was to be buried with her beloved Samuel. Samuel Phipps roams at a ruined camp along the road northeast of Duthnell. Defeat him and grant Marla's wish. Bury him at her grave in the first row of our graveyard.
Embrace the shadow.
I'm listening.
I am finished with you, Saverik. You have shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom that you have been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they may try to do against us, we are free and will not be shackled again.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Alright, no other quests to pick up in here. I am level 4 though.
Forsaken.
Not enough money, but if I sell stuff I will. Oh, there's another quest. And another one. Alright, so... Really? That's only worth 10 copper? Usually weapons are a little bit more than that. Whatever.
Victory for Sylvanus.
Victory for Silverpine. You know. So, with what I was saying before, Saverik technically isn't really that... what am I doing?
What?
Yeah, why not?
Goodbye.
Well, I should get enough money after, so... Alright, I do gotta remember though, corruption is a cast time until I actually put talent. I spec it to certain talents.
What would you ask of death?
One of our greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce even in the height of the Alliance's power. There's a gold mine to the northwest that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us, Saverik.
Watch your
Saltine.
What is it?
Scavenging death now. This is what I was expecting to get sooner. You there. If you're looking for something to make yourself useful, then listen up. We need fresh, out-of-the-ground recruits to head into Death Knell and search for any sort of useful equipment. Most likely, they'll be in stacks of boxes. We expect more recruits to be rising soon, and unless we want them to stumble about naked, we had better get to scavenging.
Our time will come. Trust no one.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Someone came up. Usually I can hear them when they open up the door, but not this time, I guess. So I was about halfway through this, I believe. Most likely they'll be in stacks of boxes. We expect more recruits to be rising soon, and unless we want them to stumble about naked, we had better get to scavenging. Well, get to work, you miserable bag of bones. I'm not going to reward those with those without some hustle. So it's a time quest? No, probably not. So sorry about that again. I don't know. Honestly, if I was able to read off that quest, this is something I probably could have done without actually paying attention too much. Because this is just gather 6 of these, which is why I'm surprised I didn't get the quest earlier. I feel like I should have had it with the first or the second quest that had me killing the mindless undead. Yeah. While Saverik doesn't really care for the living in general, he sees some of them more with like envy than anything else, wishing to get his life back to him. But he also, using the Warlock magic, part of the reason why I think what I had in mind for Erisandra, I like better for Saverik, is I always drain life and anything that like sucks the life and energy out of other people. I feel like the Forsaken would love the feeling of that the most. It makes him feel more powerful and alive without unlike using the light or being healed or whatever. Well, technically it is healing him, but whatever. Holy light is supposed to like bring back feelings and not emotions, but feelings of like living again. But you could feel like the maggots and the maggots in your body, the skin rotting away, the lack of skin in certain places. Whereas I think draining the life out of other people is more like just empowering. It feels good. It feels good to anybody pretty much doing it, but I feel like for the Forsaken it'd be an even nicer thing to be feeling, just because the fact that they can't really feel anything in the first place. In fact, I'm not sure exactly how limited they are with feelings, like physical feeling, not the emotions. Emotions are a little bit more clear-cut. They can feel any emotion, but generally they feel more negative emotions. Usually anger, hatred, sadness. One thing with Saverik is I do like the idea of him feeling a little bit more like sadness, I guess, but he's not like depressed either. Well, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, these are some of the more details I want to iron out as time goes on, but otherwise there's nothing I really have in, well, there's a lot I have in mind. I just gotta iron out the details of the character. But in any event, he's gonna be studying up any dark magic, dark sources, especially Fel and necromancy. He's gonna go to a lot of the zones that Erisandra would have or had gone to, and ultimately the main reason why I also decided I settled on creating another Warlock was so I can actually go to Balor on a Warlock character without being over leveled. So Samuel's one I need. I think I just kill him then. All right. I also like that there's a quest that actually has us going after these other named characters. It was always so weird to have these named characters be here for not much of a reason. Maybe it was meant to just throw players off or something, but all you really have to do is read a quest log, which, granted, I think there's plenty of people that don't like doing that, so maybe it's a little bit more understandable in that regard. There it is. I could go back now, maybe. No, yeah, I'll go back for now. Let's turn these 2 quests in. Get a new bag. Or get 3 quests in, actually, technically. Once I do that one, get a wand to get a new bag. fact, it was a darker bag, right? And it's a 6 slot. So let's move you guys here. It rains everywhere, but at least in this zone it does make sense. I don't mind the rain. I like that. I like it when it rains in the game, but it's weird when you're playing in Durotar and it rains. Like it raining now and again isn't bad. Like it rains pretty much everywhere, at least somewhat. But it's usually supposed to. Here it is. But it's supposed to be like a rarity in a place like Durotar, I would imagine. So it's always weird when pretty much every time I'm in Durotar it's raining. At least in parts of that. Have you managed to scavenge up some useful items for us? There is no shame in reusing that which has been tossed aside. No one is going to give us any handouts. We Forsaken will fend for ourselves. Great work, Saverik. I knew you weren't useless. Here, have one of the better items I found out of the lots that have been collecting so far. The bell is even the best one because I feel like a cloak dropping is a decent chance, but more than that, you're more likely to get a cloak to equip than you are a piece of cloth armor, or whatever armor is supposed to be fitting. Two more quests to turn in.
I haven't got
Go with
all
Marla's
day.
last mission first. You have done a good deed today, Saverik. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel will find peace together in their final resting place.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Now for the Turtle exclusive. Thank you, Saverik. It is a shame they never broke free of the Scourge's control. They would have made powerful allies.
Do not seek.
Short and sweet. Alright. And a wand. I was not expecting to get a wand already. Actually, that makes me think. Hang on. What's 7 to 15? Okay, this Shadow Wand is still better, but I might end up just holding on to it for a different character at some point. So whether I do the High Elf Priest anytime soon or the Night Elf Priest, I think that might be a good idea to send the wand to one of them. So I'm gonna go to Night Squad, just making sure that was the only thing I needed. Yeah, this character is definitely going to go to Gilneas. I said he was going to. I think I was like on the fence with Arisanja, but I definitely want to send Saverik there because I think of all the Horde races, Forsaken are the ones that make the most sense, especially when the what was it? They're the ones that usually have they're the only ones that have a stake in it. Oh, forgot.
You know, we've had a lot of fun together.
Yeah, whatever.
It's been really special, but
What was it? Oh yeah. Well, one of the reasons why we can't wait to go there on this character is because we'll be able to, I'll be able to see a character for the first time since Warcraft 3 that just was used in that game and never seen again. None of the characters in that mission were. Was it Reign of Chaos? No, definitely not Reign of Chaos. It was Frozen Throne. Thought I moved this enough, but apparently not. One could be in very many of the night websites. Spiders, here's one. Did the screen flicker, or was that just me?
what's in it for me?
What the? I thought I casted the wand, but I guess not. I've noticed recently that there are times that I think my keyboard is double pressing. Need to double check on that. Ooh. Oh, just a matriarch. Hang on. I think it's something. I don't. There might be a quest to kill it, but I'm gonna kill it without having the quest first, just to make sure. There might be a quest that you get for my from a drop or something. Mazuruk X. I'm not gonna try that. Oh, alright, so I'm probably coming back in here for that quest. Did I do a Forsaken? No, no. The only time I've done a last time I did a Forsaken would have been all the way back in Classic. Right? Yeah, yeah. It was one of my hardcore runs in Classic. Died at level 6, I think, or 8 or something. Disappointing. Very disappointing. I think it was one of the characters I was looking forward to the most because I like playing Warlocks too. And I just died that early. I think that was the earliest I died on any of my hardcore attempts. Not gonna use Curse of Weakness unless I am attacked by multiples of them. Otherwise it'd be better just to get the shots on multiples. But now I just need to kill 9 of the young ones, who are all out here. Oh, okay, just, yeah, let's do that. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Is this really necessary?
Yes, yes it is. I probably should have killed the ones out here now that I'm thinking about it, because all the players are focusing on these ones now. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. They do go out a little bit more.
This was not in my contract.
Not in range yet. Is the animation sending out like a fireball instead of the instead of a shadowy ability? That's strange. And job done. And it smells like burnt popcorn. I almost never make popcorn, so I put it on for the lowest timer it said, but I wasn't really keeping an eye on it, and I ended up burning it. Yeah, I'm great with food. Now, a minute and a half probably would have been enough. Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, Saverik. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine. Thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp southeast of here. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King's Scourge or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful. Their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries. Wait, is there another quest? Mother of the... Oh, okay. We keep killing the spiders, but we find that their number hasn't changed the next day. I think there's something off. Go down into the hollow and investigate. Come back in one piece and be rewarded. We suspect that they have a brood mother. Did I do another Forsaken? Or was that quest actually in Classic? Because I don't remember that being a thing in Classic, I don't think, but it had to have been in Classic. Also, wasn't there... I need to check over here. I know this caravan has... The broken down caravan had a NPC at one point, but I can't remember what. Yeah, no NPC, that's a Cataclysm thing. Just checking. So a lot of the characters I was going to create and have connected to Erisandra is going to be connected to Saverik. Saverik? I think Saverik is the name I was more going to go with, but I keep saying Saverik. Don't really care either way. If I seem like I'm very non-decisive about how to say names, it's because even my name in real life, a lot of people say it wrong, and I just don't care anymore. So I don't really care much about how something's said unless it's somebody else's name. I usually try to make sure I say it properly at that point. One, because I still want people to say my name right, but more so because I just in case people take offense when you don't get their name right. Not that that's a commonality, or me meeting people for that matter. We're not having the robe on, I will say.
Can't we all just get along?
Wow, got a cloak. Like I was saying earlier, there's a good chance of getting one of those to drop. I wasn't actually assuming that was going to happen. Now, one of the reasons why I'm still thinking I want to do one of the priests, especially the Night Elf, because I still am not 100% sure what I'm going to do for professions on the High Elf priest. As I've said, it might be another Alchemy and Herbalism character. Oh, hang on, I clicked the wrong one. Could be another Herbalism and Alchemy character. I don't know, but the higher possibility is that character is going to have tailoring and jewel crafting. One of them could be replaced by alchemy, though, like I pretty much am saying.
What's in it for me? Is it really necessary?
Yes, these spiders are attacking us. And even if we don't attack them first, we're going to be up in their face when they get us. Let's move. We'll turn this quest in and then I'll do the Scarlet Crusade. Maybe I'll send this character some money, since technically this is the character Erisandra was going to be. I really wish I thought more about what I wanted from the character before I did Erisandra. The reason why I'm never gonna drop her completely is because, well, I already got her up to 42, I think, or 44. I'm not wasting that. But more than that, I've gotten lucky with a lot of drops with her. Even if I never really, other than tailoring, never really decided on one specific profession. It was still I still put a good amount of time into that one. I'm also going to use Erisandra so I can get tailoring things on this character probably. But if I do the Night Elf Priest, that's probably going to become one of my main characters for tailoring as well. Or the High Elf Priest. Oh no, I'm going over there. Turning it into him.
What is it?
Mother of the Hollow. Splendid. With the brood mother gone, we can finally reclaim the mine. Well done.
Embrace the shadow.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Just sell, I guess.
What would you
Or
ask
Vandur?
of death?
Or Vander? Kind of like the guy's name. It's kind of cool. And Warlocks are just very fun. And I like the Forsaken being so dark. I'm gonna loot these now. Loot the armbands more than anything else anyways. I like the idea I had with Erisandra a lot. Because the original idea with Erisandra was that and the reason why I might still use her, might use her as like a lesser Warlock minion or outreach from Saverik. But I don't know. I shouldn't have used first. What? Why does it keep canceling my shoot? It really is double pressing. It's gotta be. Only thing I can imagine. You know what? If anyone's gonna be able to take care of all of these guys, it's me. Well, it's a Warlock. Okay, maybe I am biting off more than I can chew with this one. Or maybe not. See, I knew I was fine. It was a bit closer because we wasted Curse of Weakness on one of them because I forgot that they were going to be mages. I should have thought about that. Because otherwise I could have gotten a little bit more time to use one of the other abilities. Or focused on using Curse of Weakness and the 2 dots on the melee. But killing the mages is usually one of the more important things to do anyways. Don't want to attack that group yet because they have the name character I'm going to be needing. His respawn time is probably fine anyways, but in fact I might actually have to attack one of them at least. Oh, here's one. But yeah, so one thing I was saying earlier was how he's not going to be doing any cooking. Which is why food-wise, which he won't be needing too much anyways, he'll be relying on cannibalism, drain life, and honestly, while I can use any found food and perfectly fine, or I'm not going to be buying any of it, of course, I will probably be eating raw fish. A little strange, but I thought eating is weird as funny as, I don't know, it's supposed to be like creepy and weird, but at the same time it kind of works for Forsaken. I'm going to be fishing up the raw fish and just eating it as is. I think it could do it with all the raw fish, which is why I decided on it. There's not really raw meat. So, those fools. They happily send themselves to their own graves. If only they listened to reason, eh, Saverik? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discourse. Light-blinded fools. Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathknell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send, Saverik. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can find.
Remember, patience.
Discipline. But yeah. Because part of the whole idea with the warlock, with my warlocks in general, is I like the idea of mind control, which is technically more of a priest thing, but like controlling the souls of another, I would say more than anything else, as well as mind control, which is why I want priests to also be connected. But I've got to figure out how everything's gonna work, and I obviously don't want him to be like overpowered. I'm gonna say no for now. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do otherwise, so. I'm just at being emulated. 2 resist. Okay, whatever. I'm not wasting another emulate on you.
What's in it for me?
I was hoping to fight the entire group, but whatever. No big deal. Scarlet Crusade documents. Disperse information as you deem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command. Captain Melrose. Captain Vakon. Captain Perrine. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Perrine. Further fortify your position at the southwest tower, as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, materials should be obtainable from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Varkon, there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Melrose, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plaguelands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming weeks. Glory under the light. How goes your mission, Saverik? Let's see what you've got. He begins to rifle through the documents you recovered. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless. Scouting reports. New orders. Continue to build up a camp near the ruined city. Nothing we didn't know already. Ah, what's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand, in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathknell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathknell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way. Sell. Make sure. I probably could have. Yeah, I could have waited to read it until afterwards. I'm level 6 now. I'm gonna pick up some more stuff probably. Life tap. Shadow bolt. I think relying on the dots is enough, anyways. I think I'll wait on Shadow Bolt. I'd rather, even though I'm probably gonna send this character money, and I probably should have done that before I even started this character, but whatever. I do need to move life tap. Yep, so that is Deathknell all set. Must have been an hour already, because I feel like that was quicker than any of the other starting zones for me, even with the break I took to when Sean came up here. I see it on here? Yeah, it's been over an hour. That makes sense. Okay. It just felt quicker. Works for me. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of Tirisfal. And I'm pretty sure the Tirisfal Uplands, in the description, I usually put it the zones I'm going to do in the order I should be doing them around, more or less. But Tirisfal Uplands is a little bit of a different story because it could be about the same time as Silverpine. It could be a little after or a little later. I think technically it's like a halfway point. I don't remember though. I'd have to look it up. I have to look it up some other way, but I'm gonna go to it no matter what.
What is it?
Hey mate, do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee, something or other. Don't really matter, none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice cozy little place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. You do, and I'll pay you well.
Trust no one.
Can't imagine the undead feeling restful, even though technically it is something that can be, ooh. Gordo. I would definitely want to pick up his quest now. Because I think he walks all the way back to Deathnell. And if that, oh, he's walking this way anyways. Master wants weeds. Us got big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds around here and near road. When you have gloomweed, you take to Master Holland in Brill Graveyard. That sounded more like ogre than abomination, but Fields of Grief. What have we here? You look like a fledgling warlock. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johan in Brill.
Trust no one.
Is it better for me to do that now? Probably. I know the quest sends me there too, but I think there's more quests that send me out west. But I'm just gonna do it now, just in case. Might be the intention, anyways. Oh, only 3 Gloomweed. I thought it was gonna be something like 12 of them. So. You know, I thought today was going to be a good day to play this, and it really is. It's a really beautiful day, and I want to go outside. Originally, earlier in the day, it was downpouring. Oh, crap. I really do feel like it's double pressing. God, I know I pressed the button for it. So, and I will say, I think a while back I was saying how Vargak I was going to connect to Arisandra somehow, but I didn't really think of a way I would like it. Well, I mean, I did and didn't. The thing is with that was the fact that Alliance to Horde, how am I going to have those very well connected? Even with how I wanted Arisandra's background to be originally. But I think it works with Saverik, so I might connect Vargak to Saverik. But more, it's going to be a lesser affiliation, actually a looser affiliation is a better way to say that, than with how it was going to be originally. And he's gonna. I'm gonna give Saverik his own minions. That's what some of my other characters are gonna be. Vargak is more of a is kind of a minion, but he's more of a useful ally, or useful asset more than anything else. Because Saverik, did I say a different name a second ago? I might have. Saverik, even though he hates the orcs, and as I said previously, he's going to be using this alliance with them, between the Forsaken and them, so he could gain knowledge of their warlocks, so he can get stronger. Which, because the way I was starting to look at it on Erisandra is, even though warlocks do share information and knowledge to an extent, I would still feel like on the Horde side you'd have better Forsaken would have better access to stronger powers and knowledge than a human would be. Well, I could be wrong. Well, sort of, anyways. I still like that thought process, so I'm gonna kind of stick with it more or less. And when I'm saying how there's gonna be another rogue minion for Saverik, it's gonna happen a lot earlier than I was planning on for Erisandra, mostly because I'm starting over the character completely. But when that comes, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna make it work. I need to figure out story-wise how it's going to be. I'm probably gonna put more effort with this character into the proper recordings. Not including the stream. I might re-upload the stream or something with whatever new additions I want to make to this to this series specifically, but I'm not sure about that exactly. I might try to do like little not short stories. I might do like their videos with short stories maybe, but I'm thinking more of like intermittent dialogues, I guess, where it's not gameplay, it's just my character, his thoughts, what he's saying, kind of thing, what he's doing. So I always had that thought for other characters, for Erisandra too, but I never got around to it, and I didn't think much on it. Because again, I could never settle on what I wanted, and Saverik is pretty much everything I wanted for the character, more or less. He's not in a new body, as I always said with Erisandra, but he's kind of going to be working on it more, and that's how I like the idea of the character working. But I'm not sure how the whole thing would work, and I don't want to make him like a super powerful character unless people on Turtlebow would be okay with me being like a good villain for them, kind of thing. Because even though he's not going to be like such a big villain that he will be enemies, he's not going to ally with the Burning Legion, but he's very like self-focused, wanting to get himself more powerful and gain strength against the Legion and the Scourge, kind of thing, more than anything else. Oh. Let's see. The other one that invited me, I was actually kind of curious with it, but I decided against it, as you guys saw. But why are you out in the middle of nowhere? Sort of. Oh. Is he gonna hate me because I'm taking the one he's looking at? Would be funny if that was the case. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm turning it into the other guy. Oh. Nope. There goes Zephyrot. Unlike my hunter, though, it doesn't really matter if my minion dies. Other than the mana cost for it, it's not an issue. I love being a warlock. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of taking care of pets as well. Whoa. Hello, cool guy. You're like the... I call him cool guy. That was a very lame way to say that. That's kind of cool.
What is it?
Well, first of all, let's just see about Herbalism Trainer, because I know it's going to send me to... Yeah, it's still in the there's still a Herbalism Trainer in the town. I'm pretty sure I remember there being a Alchemy Trainer, but I wasn't sure about Herbalism. What time is it anyways? 5 o'clock. I'm not sure if I said I'll probably play until dinner's ready, more or less. But I might stop sooner than that if I decide I want to go outside. But the idea was I was going to go outside after dinner, I think. But honestly, that breeze is just calling to me. All the stream was really meant to do is to finish up Death Knell, and I finished it up pretty quickly. But I think, I don't know. I might stream the rest of Tirisfal Glades in general, but I'll have to think on that a little bit more. Let's just summon this guy again, because if I have to fight anytime soon, I'd rather have full mana. boys. Or request to turn in. Yeah, just making sure I have to take. I realized after the fact that the character I got one of them from was back there. Ooh. Oh, scroll spear. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm getting. Still you though. Yeah, okay.
Embrace the shadow.
The linen cloth, even though I'm not doing Perseid on this character and it's not useful for the for alchemy whatsoever, and he's not doing tailoring. I have a character that's going to be upcoming sooner or later. Whether I do the Night Elf Priest or if I somehow do the High Elf Priest, one of them is probably going to be doing tailoring, and therefore should get it. Should get all the linen cloth I could send. Because I'm not going to send linen cloth from Lork, at least not yet, because even though he's starting to go into other cloth more, I think I might just reopened a cut. Oh well. What was it? Oh yeah, Lork. So, Lork, you could still use cloth for engineering, so I'm not gonna send cloth from him unless I have excess linen cloth and other cloth after he doesn't need it anymore. But he also does first aid from what I remember, so that's still useful to him. Where's that useless abomination? Either you have what I need, or you'd best get out there and find it. What's this? Gloomweed? I've no need for Gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh is out there picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. Very well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Since I'm not going to bother to try to explain things to that abomination, how about you collect what I really need? Doomweed. So you can see the predicament that I'm in, Saverik. That thing is out there collecting the wrong weeds. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough Doomweed, and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the floor near the mass gravesite to the north of the Brill graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area. Sorry, stumbling over my words a little bit. Could have been worse. Yeah, I just realized something. You're not the... Oh wait, no, Herbalism Trainer is in there. Farazad. That's what the flag is for. Already forgot about that. I thought it was saying it was over here in the graveyard. Oh, hello. Pick this quest up. Was this guy here in Classic?
Speak quickly.
Future sounds. I'm gonna say yes. Scourge have trickled into Tirisfal Glades and have infested the area west of Brill, near the old bridge. Go there and beat back the rotting and dead and ravaged corpses you find. Scatter their bones and bring back their putrid claws, and the Death Guards will reward you. Reward. I need to practice my words. Oh. No? Yeah, whatever. Just gotta pick up the quest.
What would you
I'll
ask?
drop for anyways. Yes, what do you want? Yes, this is very good. You've done well in obtaining this information, Saverik. Names of the officers in the Tirisfal Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leaders in one swift strike. At war with the Scarlet Crusade. The documents Executor Aaron provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tirisfal Glades. But the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's army grows in number each night. We need someone with initiative, like yourself, to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower, past the Solid Farmstead, and slay 10 Scarlet Warriors. Ooh, that is a very nice breeze. But I feel like there's gonna be another. I feel like there's gonna be another rainstorm. There could be, I suppose. With how windy it's been today, storm coming in could easily happen. If it happens, it happens. I don't have to go outside anyways. Part of what I was saying earlier on about not having anything I need to do today was pretty much just me going outside. I'm checking out the property that we're in a little bit more, just to get a feel for where the ends of it are. But the more than that, I'm trying to find a good area to do like just kind of like gardening or food forest type thing. I always like the idea of a food forest, so I'm probably gonna try doing it up here if I can. but I need to find a good area for it. Most of the, since we live in the woods, most of it is taken up by the woods, so I either would have to cut down trees, which I can do, but most of them I don't really want to. But the reason why I don't think I need to is because there are areas that were already a little bit more bare that I could potentially use, but as well as the fact that they did cut some trees down a couple years ago. Although the area I checked so far was already pretty much overgrown with bushes. So, sorry, let's refocus on this. The mass graves southwest of Garen's haunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfal suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the Scourge now send rot-hide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the rot-hides at the mass grave and Garen's haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life.
Our time will come.
Seriously, that is a very nice breeze. I thought it was supposed to be 82 or 84 degrees. This is like 74. Of course, it's later in the day, so it's probably cooled off, but it's cooled off quickly if that's the case. The entire day didn't feel warm at all. Ow. Where did I put the soda? Oh yeah, put it there. Put a drink, I have a thing, 2-liter thing of root beer with me that I forgot where I put for a second. Let's see what you say about first aid. You don't really say anything. I thought you'd make a comment. I mean, first aid isn't necessarily something that wouldn't work on the Forsaken, but I don't know. I'm not for it, and I like the idea too much about him focusing, primarily using cannibalism, the few foods he finds, as well as raw fish to sustain himself, more or less.
I am
Astil Daman. Interesting name. Don't lose part of your head. Some people get all the luck. Astil glares at Coleman farthing across the inn. Which one is that? Coleman. Oh, right here. Oh, because he sells his head. Oh, I lost my family. The plague took my home from me. On and on and on he goes. We get it. The plague took all of our homes and all of our families. But some of us at least came out of it with a jaw intact. But still cracks a bone back into place. If you want to make yourself useful, bring me some bandages so I can hold what's left of me together. Bring 10 linen bandages. I mean, they're not for me. I could actually still do first aid. I'm gonna have to change the description if that's the case, but I think I'm not gonna use it for myself though. I mean, it's still useful. I don't know. I'm gonna take it for now. It's interesting. I like the idea of having it to aid others. Actually, yes, I am gonna do it. He's not gonna use it on himself though.
I haven't gone.
Actually, no,
all day.
don't buy that yet, because usually the secondary professions I think are a little bit more expensive.
You are.
Rogue steel. Yes. What is it? The Forsaken. They certainly do have huge appetites. Make yourself at home. Yes, rest those weary bones. My name's Renee, if you need anything at all. Oh, a letter. Wonderful news. I've been waiting on word from my dear old mother in death now. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it, are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business who's the letter from anyway. Go on, get lost. Come back when you've got some coins to spend, loafer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after a long day's adventure or some stupid thing like that. Water.
Bye.
Really don't feel like most of that should work, but I don't... You know, I could just have my character completely sustain himself on just drain life. Drain life and life tap, honestly. I'll think about it for now. I haven't really drank anything yet, so it's not like I don't think I can get away with it. Guess someone was already finishing up their quest down here. Actually, hang on. I don't want to come back in here. Let me redo my in before I forget, because that is the main reason I came back in there. But I also want to check upstairs and make sure there's no quests. Matronair, Gretchen Deadmar, Gina Lang, Rupert Bach,
Speak.
Agron Cargal, Aegwin and the Dragon Hunt. And the Dragon Hunt, hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that one now. I think. I know of Aegwin, of course, but Dragon Hunt is what's throwing me off. I'm like, Dragon Hunt? But yeah, I want to make sure I pick up Herbalism and Alchemy. Dark Ranger Lanissa. I will say this, well, if I do another Forsaken ever, it'll probably be a Hunter. But I don't have any character in mind for it, and the only reason why I really like the idea of an Undead Hunter is for the Dark Ranger, and you can't get that look without choosing a High Elf and getting the skin in the store, which I am perfectly fine with, but I would be Alliance at that point. So unless I want to have a Dark Ranger that goes against them, well, I'm not playing a Forsaken at that point in any case, so it doesn't even matter. In here. There you are.
Hello.
Apothecary Johan. Fields of Grief. Death Guard Simmer sent word that you were going to provide me with some much-needed reagents. Were you able to gather 10 pumpkins yet, Saverik? You performed your bidding well, young Warlock. You're proving yourself to be quite an asset to the Dark Lady's army. Harmless pumpkins, right? Or so it would seem. If we are to defeat Arthas's advances from the north and the human infestation from the south, we need to start realizing the full potential of our gift of undeath. With a little ingenuity, a simple pumpkin becomes an agent for our Dark Lady. This pumpkin, laced with my latest formula, will prove to be quite a treat. Yet another Scarlet Zealot has been... Sorry, Zealot. I don't know why I said Zealot. Zealot has been captured and is being kept in the cellar of the Gallows End Tavern. Take this pumpkin to the fool. Also, I think I say Zealot for some reason when I'm talking about the Covenant from Halo. They're Zealots. I always like to call them Zealots. I don't know why. I think I call them Zealots still too, but I call them Zealots a lot of the time, and it just slipped out for that one.
Lady, watch over you.
New Plague. Lady Sylvanas has called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. The Dark Lady believes our knowledge coupled with the newfound magic will provide the key to Arthas's demise. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague. A plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This new disease will bring Arthas's Scourge army to ruin. My studies show that the blood of beasts might prove to be the key. Bring to me 5 vials of Darkhound blood so I can test my theory.
Goodbye.
What will you require? Our time will come.
I have to find a Herbalism trainer. Are you outside, I wonder? No. Oh,
What
yes.
do you require?
Just not in the direction I looked.
What is it?
I love being blind.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Alright. So Alchemy. And find herbs. Will of the Forsaken, I probably should have down here. I think that's it. Alright. Part of the reason why I wasn't sure about having my character eat anything, because I did think about it a little bit ahead of time, but I couldn't come to a good conclusion that I liked. Like, why would alchemy work on my character if I didn't have him eat food in general? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe his digestive system works and it just doesn't really matter too much. Downstairs, right? I should have remembered where they were just already. Stay away, foul and unholy creature. May the light protect me. The Scarlet Crusade shall rid Azeroth of your... Wait, is that food for me? I'm so hungry. By the light, finally some food. Sweet, sweet pumpkin. Also, I'm gonna work on my voice and how I sound when I'm talking over time. I'd like to try to put more effort into it. Well, I would like it to make sound a lot better, especially depending on what I'm playing. But I also feel like at some point I'm gonna have a voice mod or whatever, voice changer, so I can change voices depending on what I'm trying to read off, so I could sound like different characters more than anything else. But it would take a lot of work to have that, and I'd probably have to pay for a good one anyways, so that's not even a possibility for a while. So
Speak quickly.
oh yeah, I said I was gonna potentially pick up it, but we'll see. Bandages still do work for the undead. I would imagine bandages would actually work better than food most of the time,
Embrace
but
the
whatever.
shadow.
I don't know. Like I said, there's details with the character I want to work on, but generally I have the character I have his background. I have his like what he wants to do in the future, his goals. I have all that a lot more set in stone, far more than I do Arisandra, and that's the reason why I'm probably gonna. Ooh, Peace Bloom. Let's start with you. And but because I have a lot more set in stone with this character, I just. Even like I said, I have to work on the details, but I want to play this character quite a bit more. I will, if for some reason the next update hasn't come out yet, by the time I get to level 4 Balor, I'm gonna just stop playing the character until it comes out. Here's something I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with a couple things. I think. You know what? Am I able to? No, I think that was a. Yeah, that was a later thing they did with WoW. Fine, just thinking. Also, fisherman. I forgot you could fail at this. I always forget about this. Don't worry, I got it. I got it. What's the chances of failure on this? Alright. Thank you, Peace Bloom, for working with me after a bit. Well, I mean, I do need to kill these guys anyways. Oop, wrong button. Sort of. Like I said, this character is gonna eat fish. I think I am gonna. Whether I keep this character eating fish or if I change my mind about him eating food at all, fishing is still gonna be useful for him for alchemy. So no matter what, I was gonna be doing this. I was gonna be doing this profession. But fishing is something I only. Well, I could do it on this stream, but I'd probably do it on streams possibly. But more likely, I would just be doing it off camera. There's nothing to watch there. Maybe like just a go to bed stream, like help people fall asleep by just fishing for hours on end. Oh god. How would I keep my sanity doing that? I still have to buy a fishing pole, but like I said, I'm probably going to do that stuff off camera anyways. Probably shouldn't have... Oh wait, if I'm not going to be cooking, sell this damn meat. Huh, thank you. You're worse.
What is it?
Alright, so all the quests send me to the west, more or less. Some of them, no, not all of them. That's up north, not doing it yet. That's in the west, doing that. That's up north. That's anywhere, more or less. That is in the west? Oh yeah, that's by the bridge, that's right. And then that's on my way to the west. Alright. Glad we had got that figured out. But yeah, I'm probably going to try to focus on potions a lot with this character. And I'm even going to, since I want him to be the main alchemist, it's partly why I might actually get rid of alchemy out of Vargak. I hate that I keep changing my mind about what professions I'm doing on these characters, but yeah, well. Might actually change him to leatherworking and just supply him with potions from this character. But that's not set in stone. I like having alchemy. Alchemy on Vargak is fine. But one thing that might change, like I was saying for this character, I might get rid of herbalism at some point, so that he can give him a different profession. But the reason I don't think that's going to happen is, one, I don't know what else I'd want to give him. Enchanting? I hated the idea of enchanting on my other character. I'm not going to do tailoring on this character either. So what else would I give him? So I'm probably going to keep herbalism on him anyways, but the rogue minion, not Vargak, the other one. Oh, right here. Jesus Christ, I'm blind. I feel like it usually looks a lot bluer than this, but maybe it's probably just the environment or something. Whatever. Here you are. So relief as well. What was I saying? Do not just use you. Save up the space. I feel like there should have been another quest for over here, but I guess not. Don't really care that much.
in it for me?
Really? Fine. If you're gonna make me slow down, I'm just gonna kill you. But yeah, so one of the things with this character as well is that, like I said, he's gonna be all the dark experimental aspects of Irasanja I wanted to do. Saverik is gonna be more of that character. And one of the things about one of the good things about being a Forsaken is the other Forsaken don't really give a crap what you experiment and do, especially if it's to the detriment of other undead or the humans generally. Even though he generally won't be a very hostile to the living outside of the Scarlet Crusade and the Syndicate, I will say. But the other thing I was going to say in general is the fact that he has a greater access to, what's the word? Not victims, subjects. He has a great access to subjects that he can use, whether they're on other undead or the living, with the Scarlet Crusade or the Syndicate, as previously mentioned. So. Oh, come on. Smart enough to hide behind a tree, I see. Yay, level 7. Right? Yeah, 7. I'm gonna go pick up this one over here. Another Scroll of Spirit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's weaker. Kind of figured it would be anyways. Well, yeah, one thing that's gonna be nice for when I get to Silverpine, and I might head there a little early because I think there's quite a few quests to do here in Tirisfal that will put me pretty well past 10, like maybe to 12 or 13. Especially if they added any more quests to Tirisfal Glades. And I'm not even including the Tirisfal Uplands when I'm saying that. But the discolored healing potion, I think it's a little bit easier to make one of those, or cheaper to make one of those, sort of anyways. But all you have to get is work hearts, I believe, which are a little tougher. I don't know. But in any case, like it's another healing potion. It's equal to the other healing potion, minor healing potion, I'm pretty sure, but it takes only one herb and the other one's a heart. And I feel like being able to get a material from one of the mobs is a little bit more reliable than just looking around looking for herbs. So. Another Scroll of Spirit. Jesus. Okay. I know there's more of them down here. Yes. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, whatever. Just let it, the Warlock. Oop. Again, it's double press. I know it's double pressing. Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, I'll kill this one on my own, I think. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy the other Shadow Bolt. Because I have the wand in the first place, I don't need to rely on using it. What's the damage on it anyways? 7 to 15. Yeah. Not as good as a Shadow Bolt, but it doesn't cost me anything, so. healing potion. There's gonna be a bunch of you later, and yeah. Put you down here. Should have put one of you down here still. I don't know how I'm gonna place everything yet, but usually I like having most things sit on that bar. But it's good to do experiments and study the Scarlet Crusade a little bit. Most of his studies gonna be focused on the Scourge, the Cult of the Damned, of course, primarily. The as well as the Burning Legion and Fell Magic, Warlock Magic, whatever. But one thing I was gonna have Erisandra or another character be of interest to him was the fact that the Scarlet Crusade, since he knows that he either knows or will realize it's because of their fanaticism is why the Light still listens to them, even though Light is supposedly only used by those who are good, more or less. And given of how dark and evil they've become and that they're still using it, he would find that very curious. And I'm gonna tie that in somehow to how he's gonna be connected to a priest, or use a priest, or own a priest. I don't know I don't know. Alright, so I still need to get some more of the blood. Nope. What? Hang on. I need to check something with this next Dark Hound. Are they immune to my... I know they resist my Immolate sometimes, but are they immune to corruption? It does say resist. And I noticed I didn't go on the previous Dark Hound, so maybe I can't even use it. Okay. Last test, just to make sure. Nope. They aren't immune to it, they just probably have a high resistance to dark. Which makes sense. That's fine. As long as they're not completely immune to it, I'll still rely on it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just... No, if they're... it would be worse to use... No, actually, Shadow Bow is cheaper. Also, I might change the spec of Erisandra completely, since this character is going to be a damage over time. Even though I have a lot of equipment that's better for this style, and I might keep it on Erisandra anyways, I might change her more to a destruction or a demonology focused one. No, this is a hospice right here. Oh my god, stop resisting! You have vampire in the name. You should not be resisting fire so easily. Oh, I hate resistances sometimes. But the fact that I have the one anyways means it's not much of an issue, but oh well. Only 3 more of the Dark Hound bloods. Maybe there's a certain Dark Hound I have to use. No, it just says Dark Hound blood, and these are all Dark Hounds. Cat's just sleeping in the little box I talked about previously. Although I think I talked about it on Cosmic Golf. So again, when I say recently, it's because it's a video I've done recently. I'm not used to streaming as much anymore. All the recordings are usually done pretty close together, but they're usually a week or two out. Like in fact, I think the most recent Cosmic Golf recording will be, if the 5th is when the next one's gonna come out. It will be the 19th is the most recent one that will come out. Is the last one. Again, I'm not getting.
This was not in my contract.
Technical problems. Well, these ones are weaker. I think maybe these are the ones I'm supposed to be killing to get this. We'll see. Yeah, again, it just says Dark Hound blood. Just a low drop rate. Oh, damn it. That Warlock is also going around for Herbalism. That's fine though. Still early doors. Got quite a few herbs already. Not a lot though, just quite a few. What? Cooldown remaining. Weird. Alright, looks like I'm going to be going after the Scarlet Crusade before I even finish up the Dark Hounds, which is fine, given that I have to go back that way anyways. I'll go to the bottom one, although Silverleaf is more what I would want, I would think. Yeah. Nah, he's gonna die anyways, whatever. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's gonna die. That was a bit close for you, don't you think? Maybe you should... Ooh, small black pouch. And that is why I kept the next change out towards the closest. Now I'll have an extra pouch I can get to another character at some point. Seriously, I feel like I get the most... So far, both my Warlocks I've done, Saverik and Arizona, have given me quite a few bags. I haven't gotten any green jobs yet, though, so maybe I won't be as lucky as I am on Arizona. But that's fine. Not looking to be that lucky. This would be surprised if I were.
Can't we all just
get along?
Okay.
Alright, kills a couple more Dark Hounds, I guess, while I go grab these herbs. Hey, finally got another vial of blood. The character keeps forgetting to just puncture a wound in them to pour blood into it. Because there's no way in heck any of these Dark Hounds don't have blood. I I get it, it's for like balancing. They want to extend the quest a little bit more by giving everything low joss, but it's always gonna be funny to me when things don't drop when they really should. That was horrible. Sorry for scaring you guys. Person, whoever watches me in the future. Am I gonna keep just going up this way? I'm thinking yes. Yes, I am. I mean, it's not like I don't have any other reason to go anyways. Not just for the herbs, but the fact that I can... Not just for the herbs though, but getting these bloods are still something I'm gonna need to do.
What's in it for me? You know,
Oh, this one was unnecessary.
it's been really fun. I think it's
I still don't think I'm gonna do first aid very much. Yeah, I might level it up a little bit, but I might send Linen to Arisandra so I can get a couple pieces of ropes. Pretty sure I can't get the earth root yet, right? Yeah, whatever. Pick this up. I don't want to lose out on Silverleaf because somebody else grabbed it, but I look for earth root. Over here. Oh no, I can get it. Oh yeah, 15. I think I just hit it. Might be 10, but I'm pretty sure it's 15. Also, I might start saving the rest of the meat, because I can still send them to other characters for cooking. Or even just sending them to like a character like Duelan Thalion or Lork so they can feed their creatures, their pets a little bit more. It's a good day today. I just wonder how it's gonna get ruined. Not outstandingly good, so I'm not expecting there to be too many negatives. But I'm not the type of... I'm a very negative person, so I think if something goes well or very well, that there's something that's gonna happen. Usually something does happen, I will admit. But I don't know. Like I said, just a very negative person usually. I've become less negative over the years, but that hasn't exactly been a good thing all the time. But it definitely helps us actually talking to people. People don't really like it, like people that are negative too much.
Is this really necessary?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay.
Oh, there's no palisade? I thought there was a palisade at one point, but I guess that was also a cataclysm thing. Of course you do. You are my minion. probably need to fight more people here, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some named characters. Or if I'm gonna, no, I'm definitely coming back later, because I'm pretty sure there's quests to deal with Warlock, so out here. So. They still got plenty of space for silver leaf. I think most of the time I'm only getting like one leaf anyway, so that's probably why. It's like finding so many. Couple levels from now, I could use the items I sent my character. I'm still not sure if I'll do that with the wand or not. Getting a replacement wand will probably take a little bit if I don't let him take the shadow wand, but given that I have a wand on Saverik, and if having wands not, is even more necessary in a priest, I really am tempted to just save that wand for the Night Elf. Because I'm pretty sure it will be the Night Elf, not... Oh, okay. Let's save a little journey. Especially because this is only going to go so long for the stream anyways, so just hurting back won't be too much of a bother. So I might go up north before I go back west. We'll see though. Alright. Oh, let's also do you. Just heard a dwarf die in the background. Also, when he said don't lose part of your head, I wasn't expecting to see a linen bandage quest, but it still fits pretty well. But I expected that he was going to have me actually go find a corpse and like take the job, so I can give it to him. I mean, my character needed that to happen. I got somebody else's jaw. Pretty sure that's what that one's supposed to be anyways.
What would you ask of death?
Every minute that passes is another minute for pieces to fall off of me, Saverik. He still takes the bandages and uses them to lash some of his looser extremities into place. Ah, thank you. This will do nicely. I'm sorry if I snapped at you before. Having bits of oneself threatening to escape at any moment does... Whoa. Hey, did I get caught on the stream? There is... I mean, there's clouds up in the air, but it's pretty damn clear. That... I have no idea where that just struck. That was not that far. Jesus. Alright. Does tend to make one a little grumpy, but I feel much better now. Maybe I'll go even talk to old Farthing.
Trust no one. Said Benedict.
Haunted Mills. Oh.
Trust no one.
Now let's pick it up. Devlin Agamond was the younger of two sons in the Agamond family, and in life the two could not be more different. Thurman was tall and gentle, while his younger brother was weak and sharp-tongued. When Agamond Mills fell to the plague, I was not surprised to hear that Devlin was quick to succumb. His mad chattering can still be heard near the road leading to the Agamond Mills. Yeah, it's gonna. Alright, I'm probably got to close up the. I'll leave it like this for now, though. Sorry. His mad chattering can still be heard near the road leading to the Agamon Mills. I'm collecting the remains of the Agamons, and I want poor Devlin. Find him, destroy him, and bring me his bones.
Remember, patience.
Deaths in the family. The Agamon family. Oh, you heard that thunder and you got curious, Maggie? Of course you did. You're a little kitty cat. The Agamon family was the most prosperous family in Tirisfal Glades. I used to work their mills before the plague. When the Scourge first came, the Agamons fortified their home and convinced those in their employ to remain and help them defend. We were fools, but at least we were loyal fools. The Agamons, in their pride, doomed us to undeath, and now they are minions of the Scourge. Serve the Forsaken by defeating the Agamons who fell to the plague. Serve me by bringing me their remains.
Beware.
I will say this, I would not... I mean, I would guess it depends on where I'm living and working in general. I suppose, like, fortifying a position against the undead does seem like a decent idea to do. So I can't entirely fault him for being loyal to them. But I wouldn't have done it out of loyalty. I would have done it out of my own, like, my own protection.
Hello.
Chill of death. It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will be upon me soon, but no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 duskbat pelts and some coarse thread, I could sew myself a blanket. Help me, Saverik, so that I can continue to serve the cause.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
I don't think I have anything new from you guys. That's a demon trainer. Yeah, no. Nope, wait. Oh yeah, Shadow Ball. No, good. I think there was a great quest over here too, wasn't there? Yeah, maybe not. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Nothing else in here, it doesn't look like. This side. Is there? Yeah, all these are quest turn-ins.
I'm listening.
And you
Yeah, no repairs. Cells. Good. Plenty of space right now. No need to worry too much yet.
Speak quickly.
At war with the Scarlet Crusade. Most excellent, Warlock. Your skill in the art of combat is undeniable. The strategic documents from Executor Aaron contain all the details we need to wipe the human infestation from the lands. According to the information, the Scarlet Crusade has assigned Captain Perrine and a brigade to the ruined tower southwest of Brill. Kill Perrine, and along with 3 zealots and 3 missionaries, to report back to me. I wonder if I should have done more at the in the western side, because I really do feel like there's supposed to be something else. Aw, love you, baby girl. You're so cute. You're so cute. Such a sweet girl.
Speak quickly.
Have you collected 5 vials of Darkhound blood yet, Saverik? Time is fleeting. You have done well, Saverik, and I thank you for your efforts. While you were collecting samples for me, my experiments led me to realize that more reagents will be required for this new disease to spread properly. Poisoning some hapless victim is child's play. Plaguing an entire world proves to be a bit more complicated. I will need 5 vial fin scales from Murlocs in the vicinity. You'll find the creatures along the coast to the west or to the west. In the north or to the west. I'm not sure how I said that the first time.
Our time.
What would you ask of death?
Wait, another quest?
What is it?
Virulence. If my theories are correct, then human blood should react to the plague I'm concocting. While you're out gathering the Murloc scales, go to the Solidin farmstead and bring blood from the farmhands and farmers.
Victory.
Okay, that's fine. Oh wow, other quest is over here. You know what? Let's put you over here. You're not too necessary. You could say there. You will be there. Oh, the reason I was doing that was so I can. I didn't even move yet. I thought I did. That's better.
What now?
Have you completed the task with which I have charged you? Do you have those putrid claws? Well done. I regret not being there to see you smash those undead into rotting pulp. The mills. The Scourge are trying to form a base at the Agamon Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge and the mills must be destroyed. Go to the mills, collect notched ribs from the Rattlecage and cracked skull soldiers, and blackened skulls from Dark Eyes Bonecasters. To get to the mills, follow the road west. After crossing the bridge, just take the next fork north, then keep going north. When you see windmills, the battle will begin.
Watch your back.
Alright. Probably gonna do some of the potions. I'm probably not gonna work with Lion Strength. I'm gonna let the Earth Root build up a little bit more. It's not that useful to me. Especially now that since I actually have a wand. If I didn't have a wand yet, I probably would actually make use of it. Minor defense is still good though, and healing potions would be good. I can't buy it from you guys. I need to go find the actual vendor for it. Right?
What
Yeah, you
do
don't do it either.
require?
Wait, that's a 100 trainer, but what? Why are there two different 100 trainers? I feel like the Dark Ranger would be enough, and it's actually the cooler of the two anyways.
What now?
Alright, so how many can I make? 14 health potions, and I already got one. 7 minor defense potions. Alright, so I'll make 5 of you for now. Yeah. I'm gonna make at least 5 of these too, I think. Well, I can't actually. I can only make 4, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Another health potion won't be bad. Alright.
Trust no one.
Good. Get a little bit more defense going. As well as the scroll spirits that I didn't expect to find, and some minor health potions. That's pretty good for now. Alright, so what am I gonna go next? I could head north to do Doomweed and Grave Robbers, which is probably what I'm gonna end up doing. That is in the south, but I think I'm gonna go north first. Probably kill some dust bats too, actually, then. Yeah, I'm gonna go north and try to do... Oh. Let's not ignore the fact that there's a quest right in front of me. Proof of Demise. Executive Zygon tells me you've been out killing Scarlet Crusaders. Tirisfal Glades is crawling with them. Vera Mothras, lieutenant to the Dark Lady, is seeing to it personally that the scum of Azeroth, the human race, gets wiped into oblivion. Here in Tirisfal Glades, we face a particular annoying breed of humans, the Scarlet Crusade. Venture forth and wage an offensive on the Scarlet Crusade, Warlock. Bring me back 10 Scarlet Insignia rings as proof of your loyalty to Vera Mothras and the Dark Lady.
Farewell.
I should also admit, I don't know why I said admit. I feel like, well, yeah, pick up this quest. He's up north somewhere. Wanted, Magadai, a foul beast even by Null standards. Magadai has been sentenced to death for his crimes against the Forsaken. This despicable villain has been stealing corpses for use by the Lich King's army. Magadai was last seen pillaging the lands near Garen's Haunt to the north of Brill. The town of Brill hereby offers a reward to the capable soul who can carry out the execution. Show Executive Zygon the villain's paw once the deed is done. Mercy is for the weak. Alright, how tough are you? He's fairly tough, actually. I should be fine to take care of him. Let me go make sure there's no other quests to pick up. Because I am level 8 now. I think there were still, like, raid quests I couldn't pick up just yet. Before, anyways.
What is it?
Oh yeah, I could also get more abilities. I shouldn't forget about that. Yeah, you're still great. That was the quest I was thinking of, but nope.
I'm listening.
Curse of Agony. Perfect. You are a instant cast. Fear could be nice, and I'm probably going to grab it actually. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Trust no one.
I do like Shutterable, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite sounding abilities, and I would like it more if I could incorporate it well or better with the dots. The other issue is the fact that it's using up more mana that I would rather use on something else. I'm trying to think if there's a different quest I want to do. The mills I'm going to wait on. I'm going to do Virulence, I think, when I go to do the mills, and I'm going to check out the Scarlet area in the west a little bit more. Maybe I'll go... No, I think what I'm going to do is actually going south. A war with the Scarlet Crusade. Because I can also get Proof of Demise. Yes, that's it. I'm going to go south. Southwest, technically, but whatever. You're good for an hour? Yes, you're good for an hour. I'm trying to think if I want to use it now or not. Alright, let's kill a few of these at the same time. It's a waste not to.
You know, we've had a lot of fun together. It's been really special, but I see other warlocks. Just a little bit of it's not you, it's me.
Okay. Alright, these guys might be a little too tough not to focus on these more. Or there's also the chance that the ooh, forgot meaty bat wing. I can actually learn. I can actually learn if I were to learn cooking. There's a specific recipe for around here.
You know, we've had a lot of fun together. It's been really fun, but I think it's just a little bit on the It's not you, it's me. I just need my space.
Southwest, yeah. It's for an hour. There's no reason why not to start it now. It lasts longer than anything else I got. Scarlet Crusader? Nope, just Ravaged Undead. I went too far south. Or north, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Kill you anyways. You're in the way of this peace bloom.
Do I have to?
No. Okay. No fearing, I guess. That was worth it. Pelt. Good, good, good. Wow. No, silver. No. Probably. I'll try to see if I can get on my way back or something. No, you're kind of on the way, but you're Peace Bloom. Peace Bloom's not as useful because there's. I don't know. It's not that it's not useful. It's just there's always so much of it compared to everything else. You're vampiric. You're also vampiric. Okay. Take care of this one first. You're not going to give me anything.
Oh, shit, it's a little guy.
that was the wrong button. Okay, whatever. Should have Oh my god. Yes, thank you. I would like it if you ran away more than that, please. Wow, okay. Yeah, this was too much. I don't know what I was thinking here. The other one's gonna... Yep, I'm dead. Okay, apparently 2 vampiric misbats is too much, and I just wasted potions. I don't care about the damn scroll, though. Even though that's more limited than the potions are for me. The frickin' the spirit's just not as good, useful. It's still good. It's not that bad. I should be more upset about wasting that, I guess, but... I hate wasting stuff. Especially when I just use it. It was an entire hour. It wasn't even half done. Oh well. It's my own stupidity. Shouldn't have chance going after more than one of them. I just thought I could, but, you know. If I had also redone the dots, too, I probably would have been a little bit better off, but nope. Cat was sleeping in her box, but now she's just napping by the window. Be a little bit better about this one. The ravages, the stuns are what were really throwing me off too. Yeah. For those ones, I'll just focus them down for now. Without trying to divert my attention to attacking multiple of them.
What's in it for me?
What if I don't speak common anymore just because I'm forsaken? Oh, that's why. I was saying that there was very few enemies, but that's because there's somebody else here killing me. Spiked Club of the Boar. Well, I can't use it, but... Oh, it's a two-handed, damn. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, that actually is better. Wait, what? When did this drop for me? Oh, I've... Interesting. Hang on, missionary. When did that drop? It had to have been off of one of the bats. you know, did. Might need to use up another healing potion here. Yeah, Tirisfal bat, one of the last ones I killed, actually gave it to me. Journeyman's pants. Alright, well, it's better than what I got. But the bat. You can't even tell that it's supposed to be a bat. That just. Wait, I got 2 of them? Is this thing. This thing can't be rare, and it's soulbound, so I can't do anything about it, anyways. Oh well. Well, I got a pet now. It's soulbound, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one yet, but not really much of a concern right now. Where are you? Whatever. Yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. I kind of wish I went outside earlier now because I'm probably not going to go out even if I want to. The breeze feels nice though. Alright, so this isn't the end of like the insignia rings, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to go up against more of the Scarlet Crusaders even if I don't finish this quest now. Kill her as well, but there's other people here. I'd rather let other people get the kills. Oh, might as well kill you too, actually. Yeah. There you go, baby girl. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna have to get myself in a better spot. Need to go do something with the other window now before. Alright. Yeah, this should be fine for 5 seconds. I'm gonna get my headset on anyways. Just was closing the other window. I'm not closing both of them completely because I still want to let in some of the cool air. Especially with all. Oh, that's actually good timing. Wrong button now. I'm starting to feel bad for Zep. They're all targeting him more than they're targeting me. Because he is the bigger threat. Oh, and I thought the guy I aggroed was this guy, but apparently not. Oh, are you kidding me? Maybe keep Shadow Bolt out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Shadow Bolt on the other one for now. Because in times like that, I'm probably gonna need to make sure it's usable. Yeah, my cat didn't like that. She was getting wet from the rain. That's why I first noticed that it started raining, and then I started feeling it myself. Okay, come on. Wow, really? I'm gonna go after greater dust bats after. Too many hostile creatures around here. This should be the one now. Come on. Wow, okay. There you go.
What's in it for me?
I love you, Maggie. Can you not stand in front of my screen? Come on. Come on. Oh, you just want to find something to bash your head against, don't you? Hey, I thought I was going to have to kill more than just that one. That works for me. Go up to Brill, which is this way. Good. That's at least 2 quests to turn in. Well, technically 1, but I'm going to buy the Corsair when I get there. Probably go to the north after this one, but yeah, trying to think of where else I would go. Not the Haunted Mills, that's for sure. Could go west for the Virulence and maybe try a new plague. I could do that instead, I suppose. Biofins are in the west too, and then Virulence is something I have to go in the west for. I was gonna do that around the time I did the mills, but it might be better for me to go now, more or less.
This had better be good.
Captain Perrine's death will undoubtedly please the Dark Lady. You have performed your duty well, Warlock. We are still at war, and the Scarlet Crusade grows in strength. The report Executor Aaron sends me indicates Scarlet Crusaders have been raiding from the Ruin Tower in southeastern Tirisfal, near the Balnear farmstead, under the command of Captain Vakon. Kill Vakon, along with 5 Scarlet Friars. It should prove to be a devastating blow to the Crusade.
Beware,
That is definitely not what I'm doing next. That's a later one, I think. In any case,
What is it?
time to buy the coarse thread
Our time will
and go
come.
inside. Alright.
And you are.
Do you have 5 dusk belt pelts and some coarse thread yet, Saverik? I appreciate your efforts, Saverik. May Sylvanas recognize your bravery one day. This must be a sort of WoW exclusive. I thought it was a classic WoW. It seems... whatever.
Embrace the shadow.
Oh, there's another quest? Cold Feats. The damned cold won't leave me. I thank you for the pelts, Saverik, but I wonder if I may trouble you again? I paid a helpful souls, Calvin, to go to Saladin Farmstead to retrieve my slippers before you happen along. He hasn't returned, and I've heard that he may be less than honest. Undeath doesn't change an opportunist, it seems. My slippers are in a footlocker at the farmstead. The reports I overheard about Scarlets in the area are the least concerning. They're more like anything shiny I've heard, and I did keep that footlocker polished up.
Do not
Okay, so it's actually from. I actually have to go in the west anyways. That works. Actually, I'm kind of glad I did that quest now. Okay, Maggie's going back in her box. I'm not surprised. Because of the rain, even though she liked it by the window more with the rain, she's not gonna sit there. She does sometimes. She doesn't. The rain doesn't usually bother her, but I guess it does today. Because you know she's a cat, so what she's okay with and what she hates is very well, it changes by the minute more than anything else. Sorry, I knew exactly what I was trying to say, and I just don't know how to say it. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna go in the west. There's no new quests I can pick up. I will check the yeah, I didn't think I could make anything new, but I want to double check the alchemist, see what I can make
have
next.
exactly
That's
what
15, that's 25, that'll be nice. Minor mana potion. Why do I feel like this is earlier than before, but I've done Alchemy recently, so it's been a bit since I looked at it, I guess. Oh well.
Victory.
I guess
for
that's
the
fine.
lovers.
Alright, so I'm heading into the west. I'm not sure how much more I'll play. Given the fact that it is raining, actually, it's already almost 6:30. I might need to actually hop off soon. Because usually dinner is anywhere from 6 to 7 o'clock, sometimes earlier. Maybe I should just hop off, actually. I don't know. I mean, I've already been going for a couple hours now, I think. Yeah, 2.5 hours. It's not too bad, at least. I will say this: I might stream more after I'm done eating. I'm gonna make my way there, at least partially. Well, after I'm done eating, I might stream more. I might record it instead, or I might just work on a different character, or just do something else entirely. We'll see. All I know is I'm not going outside anymore. I thought it wouldn't be that bad, although I don't really like going out in a thunderstorm if I don't need to. Actually, with how cloudy it is, I'm probably gonna open up some of the blinds. In any event, I don't think I'm gonna play anymore right now because I do need to think I am thinking I'm gonna be eating very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Anyone that stopped by, or anyone that watches this in the future, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one. I'm gonna make before I finish it off. Sorry, I'm gonna try to make some try to figure out some of the details more with the character, but it's really it really is just details. I have the general picture, and maybe I'll figure something out as I go, anyways. So I'm not too worried about that. Other characters, I'm more likely gonna play other characters I've already made in the near future. Kazagal, I'll probably have another episode recorded pretty soon, so I'll have 3 more recordings of him going up. I'll probably get back to Lork. I just need to figure out where he's gonna go. He's probably gonna make his way to the Barrens in the next episode. For the record, the next episode I have to record for Lork is gonna be on it should be coming out on the 17th. The 10th, the one that comes out on the 10th, will be one that's I've already done. I did like a week ago, so. Alright, so I think that's about it. Like I said, I'll probably record any more with Saverik. I might stream the rest of this though, who knows, but it will only go to the end of Tirisfal Glades if I do any more anyway, so. But that's more than enough. Thank you for anyone that watched, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one.